I'm pretty late to this one, but I was lucky to see Project Hail Mary in theaters fairly recently. So, let's discuss it, shall we? Based on the book of the same name, schoolteacher and former scientist Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship with no memory of who he is and why he is there. As his memories slowly return, it is revealed he was contacted by the US government to figure out why the Earth's sun is slowly cooling. While in space, Grace comes across an alien whom he names Rocky due to the alien resembling a small rock with multiple legs. The way I've been describing this film to people is as the greatest intergalactic bromance, which I think is a fair description, as what carries the film so much is the friendship between Grace and Rocky. When we first learn that an alien is going to be in the film, the audience probably assumes it's hostile, maybe humanoid and or disgusting looking. The reveal that it's a small rock creature caught me, and most likely others, off guard, and I was amazed with how endearing Rocky becomes almost immediately. I love how Grace discovers and adapts to new challenges throughout the film. Even if a simpleton like yours truly couldn't comprehend the scientific complexities presented, Gosling plays it off in a way that you believe him and think he is an actual scientist. It's genius how he discovers a way to communicate with Rocky, and that ends up leading to the great vocal performance from James Ortiz. There is a computer-like sophistication to the voice that also has the mannerisms of a child, which makes Rocky both likable and so gosh darn adorable. The effects remind me of 2001: A Space Odyssey. The engineering and imagination of Rocky's ship, and the ship Grace is on, remind me of models from that famous Kubrick film. But it doesn't end there. This feels like a scientific epic that would come from the mind of a Stanley Kubrick, George Lucas, or any famous sci-fi writer. From what I've been told, Rocky was operated as a puppet on set. I'm certain that there were CG enhancements to him, but the fact that the filmmakers opted to create Rocky is both commendable and ideal, as it gives Ryan Gosling something to work off of. The use of comedy is something that also caught me off guard, as I wasn't really expecting a lot of comedic moments in the film. Ryan Gosling has really proven me wrong as to what I have initially thought of him over the years. I used to believe he was a fairly boring, one-note actor, but ever since I saw him in Barbie and have continued to observe him over the years, he has thankfully proven me wrong, especially with his comedic chops, and I am beginning to think he is one of my favorite modern-day actors. But back to the comedy. Gosling's timing is on point, and his reactions really sell the situations he gets himself into. Rocky's comedic moments are also well done, as they stem from a childlike naivete that makes the scenes he is in quite enjoyable. For a while, I did go back and forth on if the film is too long. I'm noticing that I'm beginning to get annoyed with runtimes for theatrical films, be it any genre, including my beloved comic book films. Perhaps that's because of my ADHD, or films are indeed getting too long, but the more I thought of it, the more I've realized to enjoy the experiences. In an age where the theatrical experience may go extinct sometime soon, it is indeed wonderful to see a true epic like this on the big screen, and I am very happy to have experienced it. In fact, this is probably a film I would have loved to have seen on an IMAX screen. So if you couldn't tell, I highly recommend Project Hail Mary. It is brilliantly directed, written, acted, and overall made. If you could find it still in theaters, I believe it is worth the full price. Believe me, this is something you need to see on the big screen.